So here I've composed a list of all of the best smartphones currently available in Canada. We've got the Samsung Galaxy S3, the HTC One X, Samsung Galaxy Note, LG Optimus LTE, Motorola Razr, Galaxy Nexus, iPhone 4S, and the Nokia Lumia 900. So I was going to start off by saying all these phones are going to be fast. Like, these are the best of the best right now, the cream of the crop. Keeping that in mind, though, the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the HTC One X, both the international versions do come with quad cores, while as here these are dual cores because they couldn't fit the LTE chips in. The only non-dual core phone here is the Nokia Lumia 900, and that only has one core because Windows Phone only needs one core, and the Lumia 900 runs Windows Phone. So it's going to be extremely snappy despite the single core. In the next column, labeled PPI, which stands for pixels per inch, it measures the pixel density. So as you can imagine, the more pixels you have on the screen, the sharper the image will be. So the more is the better. The only downside to having more pixels is that it'll suck away a little bit more battery, but it doesn't really matter too much when we're looking at thousands of pixels that they have on them. Anyways, the iPhone 4S is in the lead with 330 pixels per inch, followed closely by the LG Optimus LTE. All these phones, they look really nice. Like, the text is crisp. Besides the Nokia Lumia 900, it does only have a pixel per inch density of 217, so it's not going to be the greatest for watching movies and stuff if you're looking at it really close. Looking at it far away, it'll be perfectly fine. Like, you won't be able to tell out the individual pixels, but if you do get close up to the screen, you will tell that it doesn't have as many pixels as, say, the iPhone 4S. So some of the battery sizes are not comparable at all. Like, the iPhone 4S and Lumia 900 have some of the smallest batteries, but then again, their operating systems are not Android and they do not need all the power consumption that Android has with it. The Galaxy Note has by far the largest battery, but that doesn't mean that it's going to last the longest, because it's got such a huge screen. It's going to need a lot more power to keep it going. 16 gigabytes is about the average, but if you have lots of music, or if you really like installing a bunch of HD apps, you're going to want 32 gigabytes, maybe even 64. So the Galaxy S3 and the iPhone 4S both come in 64 gigabyte options. The S3, the Note, the Optimus LTE, and the Razr all have options to expand their memory with the micro SD card, so you just plug it in up to 32 extra gigabytes and you're probably set for the rest of your phone's lifetime. The Optimus LTE and Motorola Razr both come, like when you buy them, they come with a 16 gigabyte SD card, so that's very handy. As far as the screen size goes, it's personal preference. Like, the biggest one, the Galaxy Note, 5.3 inches, is not for everybody. If you've got like massive Goliath hands and you want to hold it with one hand, you might have trouble with the Galaxy Note even if you've got some of the biggest hands on earth. Whereas the iPhone 4S at 3.5 inches, anybody can hold that in one hand very easily, but it is better to, or in my opinion at least, it's better to have a bigger screen because web browsing is just so much nicer. I find that my hands are about average, and a 4.3 inch screen is about as big as I can handle in one hand comfortably. Any bigger than that, and then you're struggling to reach the far corners of the device. As far as price goes, the numbers on the left-hand side represent the cost on a 3-year contract, which is average in Canada, and on the right is the buy-it-alone off-contract price. So you can get anywhere from a free phone, the LG Optimus LTE on TELUS, to the most expensive one is the iPhone 4S 64 gigabyte version. Off contract is up to $870. Some of these phones are available on a bunch of carriers, some only on one, like the Nokia Lumia 900, the Motorola Razr, and the One X are all Rogers exclusives, while as the LG Optimus LTE is only sold on TELUS. So besides that, they're on lots of different carriers. Like, there's most of them are on Rogers, Bell, Virgin, TELUS, Kudu, Fido, Sasktel, pretty much all the big Canadian carriers. I'm going to try to keep this under 5 minutes, so that's all the information I'm going to have for you today. If you want more information, you can either comment on the video or you can email me at electronicscanuck@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.